Road transport and logistics solutions within Southern African countries rely heavily on the private sector, and Coleman Transport is at the forefront in providing the best services in the industry for both the public and private sector. Coleman Transport is a privately owned company with humble beginnings. In 1993, Ronnie Coleman saw the need for fresh vegetables and fruit in Roshpina and started transporting fresh produce from the Cape. Later on, Ronnie acquired a bigger truck with a trailer to help Roshpina Zinc Corporation with transportation. Today, Coleman Transport has a firm foothold in the transportation industry. Even though we specialize in providing services to the mining industry, we provide services to small businesses and big mining companies alike. We transport almost anything, from small parcels to big mining equipment. You name it, we will transport it. Coleman Transport will always go the extra mile for a client, and that is why we have an excellent reputation when it comes to services and support. Coleman Transport has Black Economic Empowerment credentials in South Africa and Affirmative Action credentials in Namibia. Coleman Transport gave back to the community by donating a police station to Roshpina, building of a small town mall, and by also giving donations to the Aus Eldeni on a regular basis. Coleman Transport owns a wide variety of vehicles and transportation equipment to suit the requirements of every client. We transport consolidated goods, single loads that are bagged, drummed, crated, etc., explosives that are bagged and crated, emulsion in tankers, lime and cement in tankers, kerosene in tankers, sulfuric acid, concentrates in side tippers, sulfur in side tippers, zinc ingots on flat decks and side tippers, abnormal loads, dangerous good transport such as sulfur, lead, cyanide, explosives, emulsion, ammunition and sulfuric acid, to name but a few. Items can be transported urgently at the client's request within a specific time frame. We also have a helicopter available for any specific transport our client may need or any other service the client may require. We also do earth-moving operations. Trucks and machinery are maintained by the suppliers themselves and serviced on every service interval to ensure minimum breakdowns. Trailers are maintained by our own workshops during every service interval at workshops in Walvis Bay, Johannesburg and Roshpina. Coleman Transport is also in the passenger transport industry with a clean safety record and 0 fatalities and no accidents. We have a passenger liability insurance with a contract with ISOS International for immediate medical evacuation in case of emergencies. Our buses transport shift workers on a weekly basis from Windhoek to Keetmanshoop, where the employees embark on buses from Roshpina destined for Namzinc. In Roshpina, we transport shift workers on a weekly basis from Roshpina to Keetmanshoop and also 3 times a day from the town to the mine site. Here we also have a specialized shuttle service for Namzinc, which includes but is not limited to transporting employees after hours who are on call 24/7, fetching employees and visitors at the airport and taking them to the various destinations, transporting employees and visitors from neighboring towns to the mine and back. The Coleman Transport fleet consists of 120 truck tractors, 15 8-tonner trucks, 10 buckies, 12 front-end loaders, 1 bulldozer, tipper trucks, 1 excavator, 1 water truck, 1 grader, 16 buses and 1 reach stacker. Coleman Transport also owns various interlink flat decks, interlink taut liners, flat deck semis, bulk tankers, emulsion tankers, sulfuric acid tanker, fuel tankers, side tippers and low beds. Every month we transport 16,000 tons of lead and zinc ore from Roshpina to Lüderitz, 12,000 tons of zinc ingots from Roshpina to Lüderitz, 16,000 tons of sulfur from Lüderitz to Roshpina, 1,200 tons of emulsion from the RSA to Namibia, 14,000 tons of lead, zinc, copper concentrate from Aggeneys to List 10 and Saldanha Bay, 10,000 tons of consolidated goods throughout the SADC countries, 1,200 tons of lime from South Africa to Roshpina, 3,000 tons of sulfuric acid from South Africa to Roshpina, 5,000 tons of zinc ingots from Roshpina to various destinations in the RSA, and 400 tons of explosives from the RSA to Namibia. In terms of passenger transport, we transport 16,200 passengers monthly from Roshpina town to Namzink and back, and we transport 1,620 passengers monthly between Windhoek and Roshpina. Coleman transport depots can be found in Roshpina, Windhoek, Walvis Bay, Johannesburg, Cape Town, Springbok and Aggeneys. Our head office is situated in Roshpina. All depots do load consolidation and warehousing, collection and deliveries, abnormal transport, transport to SADC countries and dispatch to various mines like Namzink, Roshpina Zinc Corporation, Black Mountain Mining and Anglo Gold Ashanti. The Roshpina depot specializes in loading of zinc and lead concentrate at Roshpina Zinc Corporation and handling their weighbridge operations. We move an average amount of 600 tons of concentrate per day to Lubritz Harbour. Among other services, we also transport sulfuric acid, sulfur, zinc ingots and lime. The Windhoek depot has a big contract with Goodyear, which caters for the transport of tyres from Goodyear in Port Elizabeth to Namibia. The Walvis Bay depot specializes in local transportation of containers from shipping agents and the local port authority to unpacking and packing of containers. The depot has a bonded yard and can store many containers. We are also planning on building a tank farm in Walvis Bay situated near a railroad and other tank farms, as tank farms play an important role in the logistics of crude oil and natural gas. The Springbok and Aggeneys depots specialise in the transportation of zinc, lead and copper concentrate from Aggeneys to List 10 railway station. We operate the loading ourselves at Aggeneys and List 10, as well as the weighbridge operations for both the trucks and the trains. We also shunt the train wagons in order for the local train authorities to just hook the line of wagons, whereafter they depart for Saldanha Bay. Concentrate is also transported from Aggeneys directly to Saldanha Bay by us from time to time by means of tipper trailer on an ad hoc basis. We transport medicine from Springbok to Aggeneys daily and bulk lime transport. The Johannesburg depot specialises in explosives transport such as prills, cartridges and cases. The Johannesburg depot also has the biggest warehouse and specialises in load consolidation. We are also planning on building a new Johannesburg depot with more space for vehicles and facilities, such as a bigger warehouse. Our Cape Town depot does great work in receiving containers for unpacking. We are committed to ensuring that the cargo of our customers reaches all destinations safely and without any setbacks. That is why we have stringent policies on various aspects of our company. In this regard, extensive occupational health and safety procedures have been implemented, and all health and safety regulations are strictly adhered to. We have a strict no alcohol and drug policy in which random checks are implemented throughout Coleman Transport on all personnel. All Coleman Transport vehicles are also monitored via satellite surveillance and management devices installed on those vehicles. This enables us to keep clients up to date with information on their cargo. We also have comprehensive good in transport insurance on all our loads up to the value of $1.5 million Namibian dollars per truckload. All company drivers have HAZChem certificates and is updated annually as per law. Forklift drivers are continually provided with in-service training and forklift licenses are renewed every second year. With these specialist capabilities, Coleman Transport is equipped to deal with any eventuality. All personnel have to wear the correct personal protection equipment when working in hazardous and accident-prone areas. The personal protection equipment will include a hard hat, safety boots, gloves, overall, safety glasses and a gas mask in certain circumstances. Coleman Transport has various policies in place to ensure that all aspects of the company run smoothly and efficiently, keeping in mind the safety of the staff. Our policies cover occupational safety, health, environmental and quality policy, hazard identification, risk assessment and determining controls and environmental aspects and impacts, legal and other requirements and evaluation of compliance, objectives and programs, resources, roles, responsibility, accountability and authority, competence, training and awareness, consultation, participation and communication, documentation, control of documents, operational control, emergency preparedness and response, performance measurement and monitoring, evaluation of compliance, incidents investigation, environmental impacts, non-conformity, corrective and preventative action, control of records, internal SHEQ audits, management review.